Into perspective, Coach, what it means to have Josh and Antoine back with that defense.
Yeah, I think Josh Moore and Antoine Moore, both of them, having lost them at different times of the season last year, that gave us some difficulty. But I can tell you that one of the positive things was that both of them worked really hard and very positively to come back in a way that really gained the respect of their teammates. And I think that's one of the things that particularly with Antoine, he has such a magnetic and gigantic personality, and people gravitate to him. He's one of our best defenders, clearly, and we think the sky's the limit for Josh Moore. And that's really been a positive thing with Blair Irvin coming along and Ray Cheatham. It's allowed us to have a little more flexibility with what we do with Josh. So, real positive way, Antoine Moore and Josh Moore being back for us, in addition to all the other players, they might have been the two best, off-season acquisitions, getting them back onto our roster. So we're real pleased with those two.
Can you talk about the running back position?
Yeah, running back is one of those things where, obviously a lot of questions, a lot of unknowns. So far in the first 6 practices, we've been very pleased with what we've seen. Keith and Valentine's really taken up from where he left off in the spring. Not only has he been a very shifty and nifty runner and been able to have good vision, but he's demonstrated he can run with power, and that's very positive. Justin Woods and Dee Bell have done a fantastic job as well, but Logan Dole's had a terrific camp so far. I know some people were surprised that we mentioned him about being a runner, but no one's got a better resume of being a runner and being a success of that than Logan. And he's moving up the depth chart every single day and doing a real fine job. It's hard to be a freshman and figure out all these things, but he seems to have a poise and a confidence that many of the good players do, so we're very optimistic for him.
Is there one aspect of your team that has come the farthest in the offseason that has made the most progress? Is there one part, O-line, the special teams?
Well, I think as far as any one aspect, I would probably have to say maybe one of the biggest improvements in our team might have been our quarterback. I think he's had a terrific offseason. Really excited about him. A wide receiver group as well. We are veteran at the offensive line, and we've added some nice players. But where I anticipate seeing the payoff coming from is from our defensive side. From the linebackers and the defensive line standpoint, that would really do us a lot of good. If that linebacker core and our safeties and other defensive backs can come together pretty well, then we should have a pretty solid special teams effort as we've tried to do. But defensive line-wise, I'm very pleased. Brandon Harold really, if Logan Dole's been maybe a surprise on the offensive side, Harold's been that same type of pleasant. Maybe surprise is too strong of a word. We knew that both those players were good players, but to assert themselves this early in the camp, we thought that was a very positive sign for us, and so we're very pleased with that.